Hello, what is up guys? Evil Duo Siren here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my favorite gathering rotation in the entirety of Black Desert, and that is the Troll Blood rotation. You can make a ton of money off of this at any level of gathering, and it's a really solid rotation, as long as nobody steals your spot, which is probably going to happen after this video goes out. Now, real quick before we get into this video, I have a monster headache today, and I needed to think of something that I could just belt out and phone in for some easy content. So you guys gave me some really amazing suggestions in the last Twitch live stream, and I'll get to them, I promise. I just need an easy video today because my brain is not working. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get into it and let's talk about Troll Blood and why you want to farm this sucker. So if we open up the central marketplace and look at all of the different bloods that are available in Black Desert, and we're going to filter by the lowest to highest price range, you're going to see that the most valuable blood that you can gather is actually Ogre Blood. But Ogre Blood is only from Ogres, and there's like 6 of them on the entire game. I think there's like 15. I have a headache, shut up. So then there's the Troll Blood option right here, which is right below it for a couple hundred silver less. And this one is usually out of stock because it's used in one of the most profitable alchemy recipes, and that is the Elixir of Wings. It's also like one of the easiest. So this blood is super useful for it, as well as Yak Blood. They both fall into the same group, but Yak Blood's actually worth a little bit less money. Where's Yak Blood? Right up here at 11,800. So the Troll Blood tends to be the one that people like to go for. It sells on the market really quickly, and it's used in a great alchemy recipe. Easy one to gather. In order to do some gathering for Troll Blood, you're going to need a Fluid Collector. Fluid Collectors can be purchased off the central marketplace if you don't have one yet. I like to start this rotation at this gate just because it's an easy marker to begin and start every single time. And we're going to be running around the node of Quint Hill. There are multiple rotations here that you can use. This one is my favorite, and this is the exact one I use every single time I do it. I'm not lying to you. You can watch my live streams. I literally farm here every time. So starting up this path, you have a few mobs here that you can add to the rotation if you clear really quickly, like you're on a Musa or something, but those are basically the extra mobs outside of this gate. Once you get into the main little complex here is where you're going to be doing the majority of your gathering. So you got a few mobs right here when you walk in the door. Then you loop on around, kill another group, you kill this cluster, kill this cluster. There's the guys over here by this little rock. Clear this cluster, clear that cluster. Keep moving around. You got another guy that hides back here if you're really clearing quickly. Otherwise, you got this whole area to kill around. There's also the troll cows that are available in this area as well. And the ox blood goes for 8,500, so if you want to do a little mixed gathering, you can, although they're not worth as much money, and I'd recommend saving your energy unless you're just trying to burn through it. But anyway, you got a huge cluster of enemies over here. Don't forget to get all of the ones behind this little fire pit over here. There's a guy sitting that you might miss if you're not paying attention. Sometimes he walks inside of this pit. So, yeah, make sure to get him. Work your way back up through the middle. I usually skip this guy on the outside because I'm lazy, but just get these two. And then look at that, you're back where you started. So if you're on a class that kills super quickly, you're going to need to come back up, down this path over here, kill these extra couple of mobs out here or by the main gate, before making your way back in and continuing the loop. But it's literally just a loop around this rock. I don't know if you really need to watch me killing stuff, but if you want an idea of how much money you can expect while doing this rotation, I have my spreadsheet where I do keep track of all of my gatherings, and by popular demand, I'm going to link this in the description below so you can see all the different locations I've gathered at, the mastery I was using for those different gathers, and all of that great stuff. So we just go ahead and filter by troll. The first time I ever did Troll Blood was way up here, and it was before I started keeping track of all of the data, so it's kind of useless information. If we go to the second point, though, where I start keeping track of mastery and how much time I spent, you can see that at about 1,050 mastery, I was netting about 1.8 million silver per hour. If we scroll down to the next one, I think this is the same. It's about 1.7 million per hour. If we go to the next one, it's only 1.5 million silver per minute. Per minute, I said hour twice. I've got a headache. Please do not comment in the comment section. I can't deal with this right now. This was another 1.5 million silver per minute. This Troll Blood gathering session, another 1.5 million silver per minute. Bumping up into the 1,300 mastery here. We got 2.2 million silver per minute gathering over here. And here's a 1.9 with a 1,200 mastery. So improving my mastery, improve my returns, go figure. And all in all, it's like a really easy rotation. It's usually super chill. There's not many people that farm here, though. After this video, there probably will be. Now, if that main location is taken, you're going to have to do the outside loop if you really want it, which is outside of Quint Hill. So there's the main gate that we were just in a second ago. You can see it like literally right there. There's the gate. So if you come over to the right over here, you got a nice little rotation you can do around here. So these guys that run the trebuchets or catapults or whatever will not allow you to harvest them for blood, but the regular trolls will. So you can get those ones, and basically you just have to do another loop around the outside here. The density isn't as good. You got a cluster here by this, you got a cluster here by that. If you bank over to the right, you got another little group right here that you can kill. Another little cluster by this house. You loop back around over to this little cluster right here. And then you work down the ramp a little bit to another little clustering group right over here. Then you got a final little cluster here before you get to the trebuchets and the guns and all these guys over here. You can't harvest the bloods from those guys. So then you got to loop back up and around. And this will ultimately take you back to where we started. So once again, here's the gate that we were just looking at. And here's the mobs over on the other side of the gate. So that is your loop on the outside. It's not as efficient, not as much density, and there's less mobs in general. But if you relegate it to a second grinding spot, that is going to be a rotation. So just to do it one more time, up over here, over to this like fence, make a hard right, you'll see another cluster right here that you can kill. Then you got this little cluster right here. Around this little arc right here, you get another cluster. Then you continue your way down to this little cluster over to the right. You can kill a couple of the stragglers that are out there, but don't get too close to the guns because you won't gain anything from those. Loop your way back up towards these fences. You can pick this guy off who's strolling over here. And then you are back to where we started with this little gate right here, which once again is right over from the original location. So the same main gate here, instead of looping up and around there, you loop down over here. And those are the two locations, but the main one you're going to want to hit up is this location right here. So anyway, guys, I do hope this is going to help you to progress a little bit in Black Desert. If you're a life skiller doing some gathering, it's a really solid rotation. I literally make all of my money from this rotation in Black Desert. This is literally it. This plus doing alchemy sometimes, depending on how I feel, will be the majority of my money. But anyway, guys, if this is going to help you to progress in Black Desert, please consider leaving a like and also let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And once again, make sure you're subscribed so you stay updated when new content like this does come out on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.